other organizers, World Parliament of Spirituality, the first of its kind to hold this mammoth event. I also thank the august gathering present here today. The event is being held at such a time when it is most required. Dharma and spirituality are synonymous, though dharma is misconstrued to be religion. India is the spiritual capital of the world, and dharma is eternally flowing through eons. The time is ripe now for a thorough global metamorphosis, failing which the world will head towards the falling headlong in the boiling cauldron. A yogic exegesis is being conferred on the topic. Awakening is arousal of consciousness. Critical mass in science parlance is a mass of body of fissile material of critical size which is capable of sustaining a nuclear chain reaction which resulting release of energy. Mass awakening is a better option for the critical mass in the parlance of physics, or else it could take billions of years. But this is gross science which unfortunately has pushed man to the brink of self-destruction. What we know is probably a very small fraction of what is there to know. Science, like any other human activity, has its limitations, as it cannot help man to evolve himself. An evolved being can represent the critical mass as the progression in the evolutionary cycle, that is, completion of many births and rebirths causes awakening. Spirituality is inherent, infinite, beyond gross science and beyond gross spirituality. Awakening is the orientation of an individual towards knowing the inner self, hence spirituality. The seeker is in actuality a soul seeker who aspires to know who he is, from where he has come, and to where he shall return. The seeker, though he is evolved due to the orientation, will certainly face hindrances of the material world, of the body and mind. Crass consumerism, family pressures, physical, mental inhibitions will deter the awakening in the seeker to get manifested. One can overcome this by going beyond the body and mind. Body and mind constitute the sensory faculties which are positive impediments for spiritual orientation. Prana karma or soul action is the action by which the individual's awakening can be manifested, as prana karma involves taking the kinetic mind to the static mind, after which one has to go beyond the restful state, that is, go beyond the mind and attain the state of mindlessness. Hence, the practice of prana karma will slowly but gradually decrease the augmented prana vibration in the individual, enabling him to attain this. An individual's personal awakening can lead to a global spiritual awakening. Personal awakening constitutes arousal of consciousness about the self and the motive to orient oneself towards the Absolute. Yogically speaking, an enlightened soul has tremendous potential to inspire, motivate, attract, reorient true aspiring as well as regressed individuals, just as honey in flowers in a garden attracts bees as well as the sweet fragrance permeating the surrounding atmosphere attracts one and all. Therefore, an enlightened soul spontaneously can cause a global spiritual awakening through prana's worship. Prana is all-pervasive. Prana pervades that individual. This individual can foster prana consciousness by practicing soul sadhana himself and motivate prana inhering individuals to do the same. Global spiritual awakening will arrive only then when one and all will realize the true essence of spirituality, the all-pervasive prana, the inherent, intrinsic, which transcends caste, creed, sect, gender, all, which inheres and binds man, rocks, stone, tree, insect, birds, everything animate and inanimate. Prana is shapeless, life force. Prana is the truth. Repeating, prana is the shapeless, prana is the shapeless life force, prana is the truth. Barring prana, nothing exists. Proof, prano hi bhagavanisha, prano vishnu pitamaho, pranena dharjate loka, sarvang pranamayam jagat. Prana is the God, prana is the Ishvara, prana is the Vishnu, prana is the grandfather, prana is the holder of total creation, prana is the all-pervasive. The individual who has had a spiritual awakening through his practice of prana sadhana can sanctify his immediate surroundings. At least 20% of people habiting his immediate surroundings will automatically develop an inclination towards knowing prana, thereby search for a guru to get initiated in prana sadhana. Therefore, practice it, and again in small fraction to get motivated or develop a yearning for knowing the soul. Thus, the chain will imperatively and evidently continue, expand and proliferate. What was micro will develop into macro, the keenness to delve deeper into the inner self will happen. In short, all individuals will be permeated with yearning for the soul, which will lead to finding the enlightened one who will be the guide for soul sadhana. Thereafter, practice it and in a gradual, steady manner make themselves fit containers to absorb themselves from all kineticism, hence no longer fall a prey to the senses, which surely is extremely detrimental for spiritual progression. After this, the practicant yearns to repose in the static still state. He realizes the connotation, significance of spirituality. Thus, this procedure can surely affect a global spiritual awakening. Kinetic prana is the root cause of all sorrows. Repeating, kinetic prana is the root cause of all sorrows. This realization will dawn upon one and many. Therefore, the aspirant certainly would look forward to getting a respite from kineticism, hence proceed towards stillness. This knowledge of stillness is the true spirituality transcending anything and everything material. Peace is not an external factor to be sought. One has to know how to make oneself peace inhering, which is scientifically possible through prana sadhana. By merely talking about peace is a faculty that is kinetic. By merely talking about peace is a faculty of the tongue that is kinetic. Making arrangements for its implementation is gross activity. All these are very transitory in nature, hence impermanent. Therefore, peace or spiritual enlightenment can never be effected. Thus, Brahma sadhana, the prana sadhana practice can gradually bring peace within, which will then manifest extremely and make the world a heaven to live in. The time has arrived when diverse religions will evanesce and one God, one world, one man will establish. Hence, the efflorescence of the spiritual essence will be affected. Thank you.
To have the workshop with us today, we have Dr. A.K. Chatterjee, and today's theme for the 4th day is supposed to be New Age Spiritual Trends, and Dr. Chatterjee will be talking to us on the science of spirituality.
My subject to speak in the science of spirituality. Very good and very tough subject. This subject depending on the soul or prana, by whose grace we are alive. He is the God. This program is first of its kind in the World Parliament in India. This program is very important on spirituality. There is no question of anything pertaining to religion. Spirituality means to know myself, to know my inner self, who I am, from where I have come and to where I shall return. This body is not myself. Repeating, this body is not myself. This body one day was born, one day this will die, so this body is mortal. But I myself is immortal. By whose grace is this body alive? He is soul or prana. He is myself. He is God. This is the science of spirituality. This myself is the God. After humanity fully abides by yoga, yoga is the wealth of India, of India. This is the highest charity to the world, this yoga subject. After humanity fully abides by yoga, the Gita teachings, the world will surely enter into Satya Yuga. Be careful. Then one God, one dharma, one world, one man will prevail. This is called yoga. After universal acceptance, only the deep-rooted ills like fanatism, proselytism, conservatism,